Hey disc golfers, welcome back to another fresh disc golf video from Secret Disc Golf. My name is David Klasser. In this video, we're gonna talk about the basics of putting. Everything you need to know if you're a beginner or intermediate and you just wanna get better at putting. I'll show you all the things that I know that have really truly helped me, and they come from the pros as well, so it's not just my opinion. So stay tuned, I'll help you become a better putter. Let's go.
Fresh.
Secret Disc Golf. Level up.
All right, don't mind me. I'm just a weird kid making a video in his backyard in his neighborhood. Sorry that we're not out in the beautiful nature of the forest. Got some trees behind me as well. Basic putting understanding and fundamentals you need to understand is a couple things. Number one, you need to know your grip. Grip is one of the most important aspects of putting. It shouldn't be something that you fall into forcefully. It should be something naturally, all right? But what I want you to really do is take your finger, tap your fingers like this, very loosely, and see how you naturally come together and grip something, right? Typically it's your thumb and your ring finger. You want it in your palm and slowly close, and you see your thumb and your ring finger will come down and apply the most pressure. Everything else is kind of what naturally feels natural to you, right? Will come together. Your index finger is on the lower lip of the disc right here, not on top or anything like that. Some people actually do this, which is really weird and funky to me, but typically you want it on the lip right here, and then you want your thumb to come down, and that's what's gonna really keep your disc in your hand, and then your other fingers, your pinky, will just kind of fall naturally. Some people actually like to do this, where it's almost a weird grip, but I don't like that. I like just kind of like a simple, it's like you're on a mitt, right? You have a mitt, and you just come down, and you just kind of gently have it in your hand. Nothing like you're holding it so hard that you can't pull it out. The next important thing is your stance. Now there's all types of styles and stances and weird stuff and simple stuff. This is the hard part because you gotta understand the importance of what makes you feel good. Honestly, from a putting stance like this, like I play baseball, and so whenever I go and field a ground ball, you come down and have this nice athletic stance, or when you're batting, right, you have this athletic stance. People like Kevin Jones and others putt like this. Typically, you'll see a lot of people do the staggered stance, right? Up and down. You'll have some sort of knee bendage, right? And you'll kind of feel a little bit more loose. Some people do some other weird stuff with the leg on the backhand side. I've seen a guy that putts like this. It's really up to what makes you comfortable, but for the most part, you want to fall in line with the most standard methods. So what I would recommend is space out your feet just like so, just a normal stance, right? Maybe about 3 feet, 2 feet, 2 feet, okay? You want your front foot to be angled a little bit, not straight on, not like this, straight on. And you want your back foot to follow the same trajectory. So not quite at a 45-degree angle, but a little bit less. Same with your back foot. And then you want to bend your knees just a little bit. Kind of feel that momentum sway back and forth, right? That's what's going to give you the power and the consistency, okay? You need your stance. Very important. Go back and forth. You want to be able to move. Have your legs, knees, and hips kind of move forward and back. All right, so the last thing we need to talk about is your wrist motion. It's very important that you get a nice flick of your wrist. That's what propels the disc forward, along with your body and the rest of everything else. But what you want to do is have some spin. So you do that a lot with your wrist, okay? So practice just doing this motion and lock your wrist like so. You don't want your wrist coming out this way when you throw your disc. So what I like to think about is I always like to keep my index finger, when I'm looking at it, aligned with my body when I come back, right? You come back and then you release. Here to here, here to here, here to here. Once you have all that tied in together, it's gonna work out really well. So let's put all that together. I'll show you how to putt. All right, so let me show you how to putt. Let's bring it all together. Go about 15 feet out, no more than 15 feet out. You see all these other guys out there, and when you play around, And you think you need to make these long putts, you don't. You need to start right at 10 to 15 feet, no more, because that's typically where you'll be putting at, and you want to get most consistent and most comfortable this far out, okay? So, generous stance, nothing crazy. Align your body, your chest, a big fat arrow. You can also imagine some tables stacked up right in a line with that arrow. You want to slide the disc across. Align your finger to your chest, pull back, and let go. Keep your leg up. Give it a nice big kick, like you're kicking someone. And then of course, handshake with the basket, okay? Pull back and let go. Pull back and let go. That's how you do it. Now, you keep doing that every so often, and you're gonna get really good at disc golf. Do it every day, 15 feet out every so often. Don't go any farther than 15 feet. Get your muscle memory, right? As many times as possible. Take your 3 discs. Hopefully they're all the same. Link in the description for the ones I use. These are beautiful from Judges from Dynamic Discs manufacturer. Stay right here. Pull back. Get used to throwing this distance. I just missed that one. Apparently I can't putt. Get used to throwing that distance over and over again. Get your muscle memory. Get used to the spin, your grip. Come back. Get used to throwing those discs. That was the win on that one. The better you can get used to that and feel super comfortable, the better you're gonna be when you play around and you're gonna have much more fun. So that's the basics of putting. Make sure you follow these tips every time you go out to practice. You'll become a much better putter. You'll be much more consistent. You'll have a great time. Hey, if you liked this video, please consider subscribing. We have a free disc golf newsletter called Secret Disc Golf. Go to secretdiscgolf.com. You'll sign up for a free newsletter. Over 800 people are subscribed to the newsletter. It's really great disc golf tips, news, and humor. Love the memes that we share. Thanks so much for watching.
Fresh.